On January 2020, the World Health Organization confirmed that a novel coronavirus was the cause of a respiratory illness in a cluster of people in Wuhan City, China, which was reported to the WHO on 31st December 2019. On the 13th day of March 2020, the nation of Kenya woke up to an unusual development. The president arrived for a press conference in a car bearing an upside-down number plate, which is a military symbol that he came bearing not so good news. And true to this, an announcement that shook the nation was made. The first case of COVID-19 was announced, having been from a lady who had a history of travel from the US. Towards the close of the month of March, we had a total of 81 positive cases, as well as a good number in mandatory quarantine and others being followed up in contact tracing. The president made an announcement of a nationwide dusk to dawn curfew that would start on the 27th of March, an immediate closure of markets, schools, churches, as well as various public places where people gathered from time to time, all in a bid to calm the pandemic that was spreading like bushfire. The heat of these moves was felt immediately by low-income earners such as the casual laborers, manual workers, and largely by the people who live below the poverty line, not forgetting the most vulnerable in the society such as the widows, the orphans, and the less privileged in the society who have no steady source of income to rely on, which then translated to cold nights and hungry nights, not forgetting that the long rains had just started. With this corona pandemic, I'm experiencing a lot of problems because I am no longer working. I lost my job due to this pandemic, yet I have 4 children.
I'm an orphan. I couldn't have a place to go. My only one sister, the business was closed just because of 2019 COVID. Recently, for the past 2 weeks, I've been quite sick just because of starving a lot. At the end of the day, you have nothing, you just take water and sleep.
However, at this time somewhere in Nairobi, an idea was being birthed. God was laying a burden to someone who would be ready to attend to their needs, just as in the parable of the Good Samaritan. The physiological and psychological wounds needed to be bandaged, and on the 1st of April, under Bishop Munyuri Thagana, who is the presiding bishop and the vision bearer of GOA, an initiative dubbed Hope for the Nations was born and ran under the compassion arm or goal of the ministry.
My name is Bishop David Munyuri Thagana. We started GOA 29 years ago, and we mainly focus on 4 vision areas of church growth, compassion, leadership development, peace building, and conflict resolution. In the beginning of this year, our plans were turned upside down when we learned about the coronavirus disease. And as a ministry that is relevant and responds to needs, we prayed and asked the Lord what we should do. And the Lord spoke to us and said, our mandate still remains for the nations, which is making disciples of all nations, Matthew 28, 19 and 20. So we created Hope for Nations as a movement, as an initiative to inspire hope, to keep hope alive for the people of the nations who, after we realize that some people are infected and we are all affected.
Majorly, they worked to cushion the most vulnerable people in the community during the heat of this pandemic, and this was done by either attending to their physiological or psychological needs, by either offering food to them, counseling services, and in some special cases, even paying hospital bills for some of the people whose plights had been highlighted by the church leadership.
We basically focus on those who are affected, and we keep hope alive by feeding them with God's word as we preach on Facebook Live. We keep hope alive by feeding the hungry, those who have lost jobs, those who cannot be able to find any income or any food. We help people pay their hospital bills, their house rents. Basically, that is our mandate.
So on Sunday, we were to sleep, me with my kids, hungry, but on that particular day when the church gave me something to eat, I went for it and I came to cook for my children together with me, and we ate, and even today. And
the Lord has been good. We have obeyed the calling, and we are excited about what we are doing. The greatest challenge that we have been facing is the prices of food, because when the city got locked down and some other counties got locked down, and the people realized that there was going to be this challenge, what happened is that the food is not produced as it should. So the prices have gone up 3-4 times.
In response to the crisis, well-wishers from the USA began channeling their donations to the Hope for the Nations initiative in order to meet the community's growing needs. As we met those people who had had their needs met, we could be able to tell from their expressions that they were thankful and they were grateful just to be able to obtain and have food even for a single day.
So I'm very much thankful for those people who gave us the help. May they continue doing the same.
The church has done good because they gave me enough food for me and my children. We used to have hungry and cold nights. Things are now changing because I am able to feed my children through the church. Thank you.
We've been able to receive over $2,000, and these have enabled us to feed over 500 people that they are changing lives. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. You are actually inspiring hope in the people of Kenya. You could just log into GOA USA, and there is a donation link there that is called Hope for Nations. If you are writing a check, you could just write a check, Hope for Nations, GOA USA, and memo Hope for Nations, and send it to our PO Box Marietta address, and it will be received. We are also having a donation link that we have circulated even on Facebook, our Facebook pages, and you can directly make a donation from that donation link. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you.